Hello everybody, I'm Daniel, this is Randy. Welcome to another edition of Caffeine with Pedano.
Yeah, we just got done with Seller Kirby Day on Saturday the 13th. We hope you all had one of your best Seller Kirby Days ever. And we're looking forward to now the last half of the month really pushing through and starting to end your month up strong with your commitments.
I notice you've got a Kirby Life coffee mug.
I do, and I also, you notice my mask, I've even adjusted my mask a little bit to that right now. Kirby Life is the one thing that's obviously going to make you successful in Kirby. By bringing in a Kirby Life sponsor, you'll get the mug. If they go through training, when they sell one Kirby, you get that $100, and when they sell 6, you get that free one. And I think we had some people selling some free Kirbys on Seller Kirby Day, which was positive.
Right. So, look, if you didn't have the Seller Kirby Day you wanted, there's always this next Saturday. You can have another Seller Kirby Day. We are in the middle of the push month. Hopefully you're off to a good start. If you're not, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. If you're off to a good start, let's get some momentum, and let's finish this March off strong. At this point, we're going to go to the National Sales Manager, John Pedano.
Hey, thanks, Dan and Randy. We are Positive Kirby World. I've got my beautiful Kirby Life mask today. How do you like it? I know you love it. You're going to want to get one. But look at, let's make sure that we follow the rules, wash our hands, social distance, wear a mask whenever possible. I'm going to pop this baby off. Let's not forget, right, bringing a Kirby buddy right through the end of March. You get yourself a beautiful Kirby Life cup. And as Dan would say, the coffee just tastes better. Hey, I want to talk today about getting that demo started, right? At the beginning of the presentation, you get in that house, shake that customer's hand, and look there's no substitute for enthusiasm. There's no substitute for excitement. Excitement will sell more than knowing all the best sales clinchers and all the best closes. How do I know that? Look, we have brand new people that come into Kirby every single day that sell a ton of machines. Do they know sales clinchers? Maybe 1 or 2. Do they know any closes? Not any. And we also have salespeople that have been around forever, know every sales clincher, know every close, and sometimes they can't give a Kirby away. Why does the new dealer sell? Strictly off of excitement and enthusiasm. But when you put the excitement and enthusiasm together with the knowledge of the sales clinchers and the closes, that's how you become a 1 out of 2 closer and a 1 out of 2 salesperson in Kirby. So I'm going to talk today a little bit about getting that presentation started. Now there's 2 things. There's features and there's benefits. A feature is what it is. A benefit is what it's going to do for the customer. The benefit is the most important part of that feature. So how do you know if you're even mentioning features? For example, we all got cell phones, right? I don't want to know everything about the cell phone. I don't want to know how it works. What do I want to know? I want to know I can pick up that cell phone, dial a number, and I can talk to somebody from anywhere I am as long as I have cell service, right? That's the benefit. The feature is all the different goodies on it, but the benefit is most important. So when we talk about that Kirby power plant and we're getting our presentation started, number 1, I always use a proof book. And the reason I use a proof book is because I like to get my customers seated on the couch. I open the proof book up like this, and let me tell you exactly what they're going to do. They're going to lean forward to look at that book, and at that moment, I have their attention. And once I have their attention, it's my job to keep their attention. So now, folks, it's obvious I'm here to interest you in owning a Kirby anytime now or in the future, whichever is best with you. Now, folks, I don't think it's a big secret here. When I finish showing you the Kirby today, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask if you'd like to own one. When I get around to doing that, John and Mary, could you do me a little favor? Could you either say, yes, John, I want a Kirby, or yes, John, I want a Kirby? No, I'm just kidding. I can accept no just as graciously I can accept yes. But folks, again, Kirby's been around since 1914. It's over 107 years of experience. Nobody's been doing this longer than we have. A lot of Kirby's over 30 years old people are still using is because we back it with a lifetime rebuilding agreement, which literally makes the Kirby the last machine you'd ever have to invest in. It's one of the few, or one of the very few, that's actually certified gold by the Carpet and Rug Institute of America. Now, here's where we get into benefits and features. So look, the way I learned this was very simple. The Kirby has a 32.5-foot cord. Every time you mention a feature, pretend your customer's looking at you like this. So what? In other words, it has a 32.5-foot cord, so you can do all your cleaning from room to room instead of from outlet to outlet. It's made out of metal, so it's very lightweight and durable. It has 2 speeds. They're both automatic. The Kirby automatically selects the proper amount of power. Nothing turns on unless the front and the back are covered. No accidents where someone accidentally gets a finger caught in that propeller shaft. It has wheels, because if it didn't have wheels, it'd be a drag. It even has a headlight with high and low beams in case of oncoming vacuums. Look, it's okay to crack a few corny jokes. If your customer starts laughing, they're going to forget about 2 things. Number 1, when they're laughing, they forget about the time, right? So lo and behold, they're not looking at their watch going, hey kid, how long is this going to take? And the other thing people forget about when they're laughing is their money, right? See, when your hands are in your pocket, what are you hanging on to? Your money. Your hands are out here when you're laughing though, right? So it's made out of metal. So look, and again, that moves quick, but you've got to remember, every time you mention that feature, you're also mentioning a benefit, right? Now, by simply taking the hose and attaching it onto the exhaust, we're going to convert this power plant into a mini air compressor, if you will. Your Kirby, and that's another thing. You start saying your Kirby, and this position will actually form as a spray unit. What can we use this for? We can use it to spray, or use it first. We can use it to blow up beach balls, balloons, air mattresses, any inflatable toy. Hook it to the suction, it's going to deflate them. Hence, we came up with a great name on this. We call it the Inflator Deflator. We also have the world famous Kirby spray gun. In this position, it'll spray paint, insecticide, varnish a chair. It's kind of nice. There's a trigger here so you can get it to either a direct spray or more of a mist. Probably what makes this thing great though, is this is what we're going to use to do our Kirby disinfectant service. This is what we use when we disinfect a rug, we disinfect furniture, or we disinfect a mattress or a hard surface floor, because it's going to spray a nice even mist. By simply placing the cap, now we convert the spray unit into a portable shampoo system. We use this to shampoo your upholstery, carpeted stairs, the insides of cars and vans. It's going to produce a foam that's 95% foam, 5% water. That way it's not going to soak the cushion. The pad stays dry, no mold and mildew, plus it doesn't take forever and a day to dry. To give you a quick idea of what I'm talking about when I say dry suds, I'm just going to make a small pile of suds here for you. Here we go. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. And if I did this and the customer went, ha, 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 I knew I was going to sell it. But now, what do? Have the customer feel the suds. Rub it around. You see what I mean by dry suds? They just kind of disappear and leave your hand damp. All you do now is apply the foam where you want to shampoo, take a brush or a sponge and scrub. When it dries to a powder, just simply vacuum it up. It's a nice, easy, economical way to keep all your upholstery looking brand new. Folks, and now look, here's the most important part of the whole presentation. Whenever you finish a part of the Kirby, you have to build value. Now, what is value? Value is either how much they would spend to buy a comparable piece of equipment, or how much money the Kirby's going to save them over a certain period of time. See, people buy when the value of what you show them is greater than the price, right? If the price is here and the value's here, you discount the item, you're not even interested in it, right? If the value's here and the price is here, whether you buy it or not, you're interested in owning it, right? So we've got to learn when we do a Kirby presentation to build maximum value into that machine. Folks, there's all kinds of ways. How much would you spend? Have you ever had your upholstery professionally shampooed before? Get that number from your customer, break it out over a 10-year period, and show them how much money the Kirby's going to save them over that 10-year period. You could simply say this, folks, it's easy to see this one part of the Kirby will literally pay for the entire machine by shampooing all your own upholstery, carpeted stairs, and of course, detailing the insides of your cars and vans. It's easy to see why we say it doesn't cost to own a Kirby, it actually pays you with the savings it creates. Folks, if you had this in your home tomorrow morning, what's the first thing you'd shampoo with it? And you get your customer involved. Now they start imagining ownership. They start imagining what they would go ahead and shampoo first with this thing. Look, when you show the whole complete Kirby, you're going to build maximum value. One of the biggest mistakes salespeople make is shortcutting their presentation. The thing I learned a long time ago in Kirby, when you shortcut your presentation, you start shortcutting your paycheck, right? And I don't want to shortcut that. So always show everything that's in the box. It takes a minute, and look, they know the Kirby's a vacuum, right? They don't know they can shampoo their upholstery. They don't know they can disinfect with the Kirby. Now, speaking of disinfecting, obviously, folks, I promised you a disinfectant service before I left, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. But folks, let me ask you a quick question. Obviously, the toughest part about my job is finding nice people like you to show the Kirby to. You'd really be helping me out if you could do me a big favor. If you could finish filling out those referral sheets for me. Who do you know like yourself that lives in a nice home, has nice things, and wouldn't mind getting a free shampoo along with a free disinfectant service? If you could do that for me and fill out that referral sheet, what I do for you is not only will I shampoo the furniture like I promised, but I'll also, or disinfect your furniture like I promised, but I'll also disinfect this rug for you too before I go. So if you fill out that sheet for me, I'll do a little extra disinfecting for you. And really, folks, tie the disinfectant service into asking for leads and to getting in the home for a presentation, because that's why we got it for you, right? Was to get in more demos. So look, I don't know about you, but in Kirby land, demos equal sales. And if all you did as a Kirby dealer was show it 60 times a month, you're going to sell 15 or 20 every month until you figure out how to sell 20 or 30 on those same 60 presentations, right? Think about the raise that you would get there. But let me go ahead and disinfect this chair real quick. Oh, I think I'll even disinfect this pillow. Looks like it needs it. And you can see it would take you minutes to disinfect a carpet or a rug or a mattress, something extra, to walk out of a house, especially a sale, with 15 or 20 referrals. You're well on your way to getting your qualifying months and taking the next step in Kirby land. Look it, let's finish this push month strong. We're only about halfway through the month. It's the 16th. You've still got 2 great full weeks plus to finish. So keep on keeping on. We're positive. Let's turn it back to Randy and Dan.
You know, that was just another great episode with John Pedano, the National Sales Manager, giving you the skills and the information you need to improve your sales and help you in your Kirby month. And you know, he's always talking about that BioEsk at the end and pitching that BioEsk door in his demo and how positive that to get more demos and create more sales.
Yeah, and the Kirby Disinfectant is EPA certified. And I know that my family feels a lot safer knowing that COVID can't live on the surface of our homes, the same as all your customers will if you demonstrate it the way John did. And if you notice, Randy, I think he had the nozzle off again. And he sprayed it correctly this time, which is important. Make sure you get all the cushions, though. Sometimes John leaves 1 or 2 out. It's important that we get the whole the whole surrounding, right?
Well, it's obvious when you leave a home, you can disinfect the furniture, you can disinfect hard surfaces, all the areas that you were in the home, and the customer feels more comfortable with you leaving. And especially, that's another reason for them to purchase and give you referrals. So use the BioWhisk. It's just a great tool right now to increase sales and increase referrals for your end of month.
It's a great doorknob close too. Maybe they think the demo's over. Okay, ma'am, I'm just going to disinfect and be on my way. But after you disinfect and you explain what you just did, it kind of opens the door up for you to go ahead and close them again and maybe leave the home with the Kirby staying in that home. So we hope this helps. Let's have a good finish to the push month and bring in those Kirby lifers.
The mugs are going out.